Nation, let's get it. Yo, shout out to everybody already here in the building. What's good, my little bro Hammer, man? What's popping, man?
Ain't shit. What's good, nation?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So I know this was me and Wasted initially, so I don't know if you guys are watching on Wasted's channel or my channel right now. Either way, I got my brothers involved, you know what I mean? So we here. Mount Shieldmore should be in the building together here soon. I know Wasted said he'll be a few minutes late. You know what I mean? He's handling some last minute shit at the crib. But real quick, man, shout out to everybody here in the building. Alfredo, I see you. Cab, J-Dub, 1970 rated for life. Michael Silva, Jose Ortega. Shout out to everybody rocking. Also, if you're on Twitter watching the show, do me a favor. Jump over to YouTube, hit that subscribe button, get your comments in. Tonight, we're going to have some fun, y'all. We're going to do some woulda, coulda, shoulda type shit. You know what I mean? Mishaps, so to speak, thus far in the early on in the season and in the off season. You know what I mean? Some situations where we could have went this way, but we went this way. You know what I mean? Certain players that we could have kept. And, you know, with us, they were and now they, you know what I mean? So we're going to talk about it, man. Real quick, if you guys are not yet subscribe to my brother Hammer's House, make sure you do so on YouTube. Hammer's House. My brother puts on a hell of a show over there, man. Make sure you support our Mount Shieldmore brothers. Wasted Talent, Raider Nation Unlimited. Also, Raiders Football Talk, little bro Andy, man. Everybody, get your questions in. Tonight's going to be a Q&A. We're definitely going to shoot this shit. I'm not going to get too deep into the concept that we put together with this show yet until our bros pull up. But I am going to talk about a few guys that we passed up in the draft, a few guys that we passed up in free agency, a few guys we let go that we're still paying, that are actually pretty much thriving elsewhere. We're going to talk about all of it tonight. But until we get to that point, I did a live earlier where I spoke on, you know, the Raiders actively shopping Cleveland Ferrell. And also Jonathan Abram, 2 former first-round picks. We both know they're on the last year of their, you know, their rookie contracts. We didn't pick up their 5th-year options. Hammer, I didn't hear what your opinion on this, brother. How are you feeling about this and potential rival teams?
I'm telling you now, and I said this on the live before because I forgot somebody had asked me, but if we trade either one of these guys to a fucking AFC West team, like, no, please. I don't want that shit. With them being traded, I get it. I said this on the live before. Nino Brown put it best in New Jack City. Friends is friends. Business is business. We got a new front office. We have a new coaching staff. Not their circus, not their monkeys. Like, we don't owe them anything. With Klee, I was screaming because everybody was on this shit with Klee. Oh, cut him, do this, do that during the offseason. We would have had to we cut him $9.98 million we would have had to eat.
Yeah.
Trade him, we would have had to eat half. Look, we're in week 7. There's not much more left on that 9.98. So if you want to trade him for somebody that's going to be worthwhile on the defense. We don't need to trade for another fucking receiver.
Yeah.
We need to focus on our secondary, our linebacking core, and potentially a defensive tackle. That's it.
I have to say this, though. if one of those teams in our division are stupid enough to give up some draft capital for one of those guys, I'm definitely doing it. Look, at the end of the day, look, it's Jonathan Abram and it's fucking Cleveland Farrell. Like this isn't Max Crosby. This isn't fucking Devontae Adams. If they're willing to depart with a mid-round pick for Jonathan Abram, which would be shocking, or a late-round pick for Clee, I'm cool with that. Like, to be honest, if this is what we're doing, if you're going all in and making a trade for Jonathan Abram and Cleveland Farrell, be my guest.
As long as this makes sense. They want guys, apparently now they want guys that are going to fit Patrick Graham's scheme. Good, but let it be somebody that fucking is going to perform.
But that's what confuses me though, little bro, right? Because last year it was rumored that the Giants were interested in bringing in Cleveland Farrell. Mm-hmm. So if he doesn't fit your scheme, why are you trying to get rid of him now? Jonathan Abram, they were trying to, utilize him as they did with who was it last year with the New York Giants? Safety, put him in the box. I'm having a brain fart right now.
Not who was it? Not Bradbury.
No, not Bradbury. He's corner. Box safety. They converted him to box to more of a box safety. He pretty much was a line. Jabril Peppers. So if that's what you're trying to do, then you kind of have one already. So I don't really know if this is a scheme thing. I think that they're trying to say that as it's a scheme thing so we can try and get what we can. This isn't that. This is a last ditch effort in order to try and pick up something for some guys that are not performing where they were drafted. You know what I mean? And they're not really performing this year as well either. You know what I mean? I mean, look at Abram. What is it? 48, 49 PFF grade. I know he's, looked good in spurts. I know Clee has been okay on the D-line. He's helped out. But these guys have not lived up to that first round billing. So at the end of the day,
Abram is meant for the box, man. He can't cover from the safety position for shit. And I talked about this as well. It's difficult to be learning both fucking safety and linebacker. I don't think people realize how fucking difficult that is. But at the same time, he's been better fit in the box. Andy's shown tape on that shit, and tape don't lie. With Clee, look, there have been teams that have been interested in him since last year. The New York Giants were interested in him. They had that report out there now.
New England. I think New England was a team that was in on him.
Yeah. Pittsburgh, okay. The Eagles at one point before the season started, if y'all were so interested, pull the fucking trigger and take them off our hands.
Yeah, this is facts. What if you're putting your GM cap on? What are you trying to get for these guys? What realistically? Let's not say I'm trying to get a second or third round pick, knowing it's not going to happen. If you're Zeeg right now, what are you getting for Abram and what are you getting for Clee? Both guys on their last year of their deals.
Realistically, probably a fourth or a fifth round pick for either one of them at this point. They were both first round busts. Let's call it what it is. That fourth round pick that we fucking took, Clee, we should have had Ed Oliver here for the last few years. That shit to this day is making me beat my head against the wall because you see what he's doing in Buffalo. I was so high on him in that draft, and for us to fucking pass on him, and he got picked, 21st by the Bills? Come the fuck on, man.
Allen, too. I mean, look, there's a bunch of guys that we can go back to that draft and say, what the fuck were we thinking? But I don't think we get any of that. I'd go a fourth for Abram if we can get that. Fifth, I'd take a fifth all day as well. I think you get a seventh for Clee, man. Because of that contract, you get a seventh, bro.
You think a regular 7 or a conditional 7?
We get the Trayvon Moehrig treatment. Straight up. Yerp.
Yo. What up, bro?
Hey, real quick. What do you think realistically we get for Abram? We're gonna get straight to the shits for Abram and Clee. Because I know you put out some work, little bro, but just let the nation know what do you think is realistic?
Oh, I don't think it really benefits us to move on from either one of them, if I'm being honest with you. I mean, Abram's been playing good. Cleveland's been playing good in his limited role. I mean, if we're asking in terms of what's their value, I think that you can get a 5th round pick, 6th round pick for Abram. and I think a fifth is the most. If I'm being honest with you, it's
Okay.
like we're seeing players that I feel like should have better value. I mean, fucking Robbie Anderson. Not that to compare the two because they play completely different positions.
Yeah.
And also, Robbie Anderson kind of shit the bed over there, yelling at his coach and stuff like that. But for a player like that can impact the game in a big way with a big time playability, to go for a fucking 7th round pick in 2 years time, it's like their teams aren't really valuing these guys too highly. And we declined their 5th-year option, so it's even like if a team did love these guys so much, they wouldn't even have them on a cheap deal anyways. They'd have to go out and pay them again.
Yeah.
So I think that you're going to get like a 6th rounder for Abram if you do trade him, and probably like just because Cleveland is an edge rusher and it's a guy that has versatility to go in and out, can play in either a 3-4 or a 4-3.
Yeah.
I think you're probably looking at like a 5th round pick for him in terms of draft capital.
Even the outside linebacker if need be.
Yeah, I mean he's done it in the 3-4. He's won up against tight ends and he's manhandled tight ends when he needed to. So
now, hey, real quick, Robert, you're not going to get that, brother, for Payne and Williams, man. I'm gonna be real. They're two.
Payne and Williams. Who's Williams?
Deron Payne and William Jackson.
William Jackson. Yeah.
So you're not going to get that. I mean, Abram and Clee, they're not proven. These other 2 guys are proven. Now, would you do a 3rd and a 4th for Deron Payne and William Jackson?
No.
You don't want to give that kind of draft capital?
I'd rather just send them Darren Waller.
So, okay. So, yeah, shit. Hey, but the rumors are that we reached out to Robert too. Appreciate you, brother. The rumor is, though, that we reached out to the Commanders about William Jackson. I mean, what does it take? What does it take to get him at this point?
Not much, if I'm being honest with you. I think that they're just trying to see if there's a team that'll send them a draft pick for this draft. Because you see all these deals, especially heading to the deadline. I think is the 1st or the 4th of November.
November 1st.
These teams are just going to try and look for a team that is willing to give up a pick from this coming draft. Usually we see all the drafts that we've seen. It's been for 2 years or in not this season, the next season time, or even 2 years after that. So I think that if a William Jackson trade goes through, I don't think that we'd be losing much.
No, I think that Zeke wants a clear-cut full draft next year. I don't think he's going to go out here and let go of draft capital. I think right now he wants to build this team the way it's supposed to be built. You know what I mean?
With sorry, not to cut you off, but
no, go ahead, brother.
What's it called? With a few players we're meant to get comp picks for. So like Quentin Jefferson, we're meant to get comp for.
Mm-hmm.
So we're gonna have close to like 10 to 11 picks.
Yes. What do we get, do you think, for letting just Abram, letting Clee walk, and if Josh Jacobs does strike off too and has a great year this year? What do you think?
If Abram leaves, if Jacobs leaves, you're gonna get a good comp pick for him. You're third
round pick. Yeah,
3rd or 4th round, which would be great. I mean, we've seen a lot of backs get drafted in the 3rd round, end up being one of the best backs in the leagues, right? Yeah. But I'm gonna be honest with you, like the way that he's playing, it's like you can't let him go, and you'd rather just try and find a partner on draft night for Waller at that point.
Yeah. No, facts. Let me read these supers real quick. Shout out to Primos, as always, King. When it comes to Clee and Abram, you're getting a 5th round pick. It's the most you're going to get. This is facts. Yep. 5th rounder later and maybe a role player. Yeah, because the money don't add up. It don't add up.
Well, think about it. With Edwards, we got a fucking conditional 6th or a conditional 7th, and he's a high upside guy, right? And we didn't get shit, and it wasn't even for this season. It was for the year after this draft. So it's like,
yeah,
I mean, they're not really valuing these guys at a high price. And what I said also, my bad, but what I was also saying is that for William Jackson, right? I don't know how you guys feel about it. I would be fine with it, but there is a little pushback that I would give a William Jackson, and it's not because of the player he is. He's a good player, but my thing is that this part of our schedule if there was any time, and I think that this is why they did it.
I said the same thing, bro. You're the light part of your schedule.
Yeah, it's like if it'd be different, right? If we were heading into the part where we play the Steelers, the Patriots, the Niners, the Rams, they would have said, Nate, are you comfortable with playing with this big ass club on your head?
Yes.
But thankfully, and obviously it's never a good thing to have fucking fucked up hands or whatever, but thankfully we do play the lighter part of our schedule.
Yeah.
So I would ask you guys this. Would you guys want to trade for William Jackson or just keep the money? Because think about this. He's gonna
hold on. Let's do this real quick, real fast.
$15 million next year.
Hold that thought. Let's do something real quick. Everybody, we are not leaving the building.
Sanctioned by the new founding fathers and America, a nation reborn. May God be with you all.
Yes, we got the full experience now in the building. We got all 4 Mount Shillmore members. Our brother Wasted Talent. What's good, Brody?
I'm feeling excellent, man. I just heard what y'all was saying, man. I couldn't disagree more with some of the things I heard. You know, and I'm just ready to
flame shit.
Nah, not really ready to flame shit. You know, look, man. I it's not disagree, but you know, I think when you try to compare Brian Edwards to 2 first-round picks, I think it's a little short-sighted. You know, like getting nothing for Brian Edwards is one thing, right?
Wait. Who said something about Brian Edwards?
Well, we'll talk about what we got in return for Brian Edwards, right? You know what I'm saying? Like the thing about getting rid of the contracts of Cleveland Farrell and Jonathan Abram is I think getting nothing for them is a blessing. Because we're freeing up so much money in the future to make moves that even if you get these guys out of the building, if you feel like they're not helping you this year and they're not going to help you in the future, if somebody's willing to eat those albatross of a contracts, then you get them the fuck out of here, man. I'm with it.
I love the energy tonight. Let me get these supers out the way real quick because Waste is on 10 right now. Shout out to Raider Rock. Should have kept Marcus Mariota. Look, he's 3-3 down there in Atlanta. Let's be honest, you guys. If he was still a Raider, he'd have been hurt in week 1. Let's just be real. I mean, look, what happened first carry against Baltimore, 37-yarder, bam, shit gone. Don't see him for many moons. Like, let's just be real. He needed a change of scenery, and he's flourishing down there with a lot less talent. Shout out to Marcus Mariota, the perfect bridge quarterback in the NFL today. I love what he's doing down there. Like I said, with less talent. And think about this. His guys are not really performing well at all right now. They have a great young tight end. That's going to be a top 3 tight end here soon. And he's not been doing anything. Cordell Patterson out, IR. So, you know, but shout out to Raider Rock. I appreciate you on the $40, my brother. Shout out to Javi. What can we get for Waller? Where is Roby Coleman at? I'll say this right now. I know I did a video the other day. I know Andy did as well. I know we all have talked about, we beat the whole Darren Waller potentially being traded shit to the ground. I'm going to say this. He's not going anywhere. He just signed an extension. No one's going to pick up that contract. He's dealing with a hammy issue right now. If we could unload that contract, a 30-year-old tight end that I feel is kind of already played his best football, I don't know. Where does he go? Where do we send? I don't know. I haven't really looked around other rosters to see who could potentially use a potential all-pro talent with Darren Waller right now, but I don't know what we would get for him.
Look, the only place I could see him going is going to where the original Darren Waller played, is Green Bay, Jermichael Finley. Darren Waller is Jermichael Finley. That's all he is, bro.
Shit.
Trade him there so he can go and his career can take the trajectory that Jermichael Finley's took. He can have 1,000-yard season, a couple touchdowns. And
no, he won't. He'll have 1 year with Aaron Rodgers, who's declining, and then he'll have Jordan Love next year, and he'll die.
And that's what I'm saying. Then he could careen off the cliff in Green Bay. Because that's pretty much what we got here. This is a guy who can't block, and then he's really pretty much a limited wide receiver. That's what we got right here. So, like, man, I'm done with the whole. I knew we shouldn't pay them, and now
I want to go back to what Andy was saying real quick. Let me get these supers real quick. Raider Nation for Life says I roll with our guys at CB. Go out and get a defensive tackle. Look, we need. What's funny is we're one of the best teams in the league right now against the run. As of late, we've been stopping the run phenomenally. Like that's why I'm not really too spooked about Dameon Pierce. Like we've been stopping the run. And if you make Davis Wells go out there and try and beat you, I think this is going to be a blowout. like for real. But we're the Raiders, so you never fucking know. But I agree though. We could use another defensive tackle that can put pressure on the quarterback. Yep. We've been playing the run really, really well. Andrew Billing's been looking good. Bilal Nichols, to be honest with you guys, has not been living up to the billing. I thought that he was going to be a really good steal for us this offseason.
He hasn't been getting a lot of reps though.
Yeah, but that's a problem. That says a lot about him.
Del Vickers is getting the majority of those reps.
Yeah, and a guy that can play inside and out. Pause. Shout to Primos. Wasted was right about many things, but the biggest one is Raiders should have never paid Darren Waller. We overpaid the Darren McFadden of tight ends. Damn.
Ooh. Damn.
I know Wasted loves that analogy. He's writing that down right now.
Yo, I am writing that down right there. The Liz Frank King himself.
Shout out to Primos. All right, Andy, what were you saying, my brother? Basically, we're on this week, technically week part of our schedule. I said this on my video the other day as well, with the Nahas video, that if you're going to lose him right now, this is the best part of the schedule to do it because you got a weak Texans team with a second-year quarterback. You have Jacksonville. Yes, they got Christian Kirk and Zay Jones, but I'm not afraid of any of those guys down there. Then you got who do you got after that? You got New Orleans. They're struggling at quarterback. Chris Olave has been dealing with injuries. Michael Thomas is right back to being in and out of the lineup. I'm not worried about them. And then you got the Colts where Matty Ice can't throw the ball for shit. So this is the perfect time if you have to rely heavily on Rock Ya-Sin, Amik, and all your other guys. You know what I mean? But I would still love to have William Jackson right now because he has this year of his contract and next year. You got 2 years of William Jackson, and half of his contract is already paid because the Commanders front-loaded his shit. This is the bet. To be honest, it'd be perfect to bring in William Jackson right now because if Rock Ya-Sin moves on next year, you still have a potential starter on the outside with William Jackson that thrives in a man-to-man system. So
I don't think Rock is going to be out of here next season. I think they brought him here to get that extension. Like last year was the best year of his career. He's on the final year of his rookie contract. We fucking shipped out Unique and brought him here. One, it was for him to be that guy moving forward, and Trayvon Mullen was going to be out the door. And look, that motherfucker's already been gone for about 6-7 weeks already.
Yeah, no facts.
Layla, be quiet.
Real quick, shout out to Prezi, our nephew. Malchiel Moore is the GOAT. So appreciate y'all supporting me. We love you. You already know, King.
Love you, son.
Hey, I want to do this now. So this show right here is called the Oofs of the Offseason. All right. I want to start with Andy and work our way around. We'll go Wasted, Hammer. I'll go last. I kind of already know where Wasted is going to go with this because we have the same thought process with the last year's draft and others, other things. What were some oofs of this offseason, you guys, where we're looking at some people like we could have potentially had them? Andy, you have one in mind right now that you're thinking about that you're just like, damn, bro.
I don't, but I have one. Whatever the fucking opposite of a oof is, and in a positive way, is that we didn't go for J.C. Jackson. I'll tell you that much.
Ooh, okay. So you're going the opposite of oof.
Yeah, that motherfucker is doing. Oh,
okay, hey,
getting smoked.
Andy's he's always the only motherfucker that turns a show upside down on his fucking head. But I like that. I like that because you saved one more for me. So I like that. Wasted, where you go? Because look, JC Jackson got benched last night, you guys.
Yeah, I'm about to say he was getting smoked last night.
Bro, against a terrible Denver offense. Like, that's the same. Wasted. I know where you're going with this, but go ahead.
Bro, I don't want to steal your thunder.
No. Go ahead. Because we were both high on this guy, but also, you spoke a lot about him. You know what I mean? So if that's the way you're gonna go,
you with the guy in Seattle, right?
Yes.
Yeah, Tariq Woolen, bro.
Oh, we're doing draft and free agency?
Yes.
Yeah, man.
Damn.
We'll double back to you. We'll double back to you.
Yo,
I have another one.
Tariq Woolen, bro. This guy is looking like he's going to be an all-pro. They have reloaded the Legion of Boom. They've reloaded the Legion of Boom in our face, man. This kid is an animal. And we saw it in camp when he was shutting down DK Metcalf. We saw it, bro.
JC is the scrub.
Yes, sir. He is definitely a straight scrub, bro. This dude was getting dealt with last night, Andy. I don't know what you're talking about, bro.
I literally. What do you mean? What am I talking about? I said that's a good thing we didn't go after him.
So mind you, guys.
Oh, my bad.
We could have had Tariq Woolen. We went and got Zeus in front of him, a running back. And mind you, we went and drafted 2 other running backs. We got Britton Brown in the 7th. We got Sincere McCormick as a UDFA. While we still had Josh Jacobs and Kenyan Drake, which can be another guy, another oof that we can talk about because we're paying him to run for 100+ yards for another team. But I digress. Tariq Woolen this year, mind you, another guy. Like I said, we were high on him. We took him pretty much in every mock draft. Me and Wasted. In 6 games, 4 interceptions, you guys, already for 47 yards, a touchdown, and 5 passes defensed, a fumble recovery, or 2 fumble recoveries. That's up to this point in 6 games. That's all pro football. Mind you, we're gonna do this real quick. I read those off. Let's go over our corners right now. One of our corners. Let me see. Oh, damn it. I did not save this shit. Okay, here we go.
Have an INT.
Nope. Amik, 1 INT. 0 passes defensed. In 5 games. All right. Nate Hobbs, 0 INTs. What is this? 5? Is it 5 passes defense? I'm reading this shit totally wrong right now. I think okay.
Which one's yours?
What?
Who's your guy?
Boy, it'd be easy.
Come close my door.
It would be easy to go Tariq Woolen because that was one of the guys that I had actually on the thumbnail. But Hammer, you got one? I'm gonna go last.
When it comes to the draft,
no, draft or free agency. It could be anything.
Free agency.
I think I know where you're going, Graphk.
Bradbury.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. And Hammer, I don't mean to cut you off. Hammer was adamant about Bradbury. He was adamant about it. As a matter of fact, Hammer was screaming at somebody because they said that Bradbury sucks and all this other bullshit. He didn't do that well in the Giants. Hammer fucking went off on somebody.
But at the same time, like I said it when the reports first started coming out, I was like, I don't want to piss you guys off when I say this shit, but he's not coming to us. He's either going to Washington or he's going to fucking Philly. And he went to Philly on the fucking cheap.
9 passes defense, 2 INTs, and a touchdown already, you guys. And this is a guy that's familiar.
We're going to stay on the corners. I think we all wanted Stephon Gilmore so bad.
Yeah. Look, to be honest, that's another name that I can go to right now. It's funny because everybody thinks I'm going to say Bailey Zapp.
And I do too. That's a funny thing.
Oh, who's yours?
Bailey Zapp. No. Look. I love what he's doing up there in New England. I think I said this on my other live that I believe he'll beat out Mac Jones. I think he'll be the starting quarterback moving forward. I think that maybe at some point Mac Jones will be out there dangling for a trade piece, and maybe Josh McDaniels calls for him. I'm not a Mac Jones guy. I think that Josh McDaniels significantly brought his offense kind of down a notch last year in order to prevent the turnovers and it's short passes. He did a lot, and Mac Jones still threw some interceptions, but he changed his offense, for Mac Jones. He did it before with Cam Newton as well. You know what I'm saying? But Why couldn't he do the same shit with man, look, man,
Please don't, because I watched the Patriots game the other day, and what their offense is doing is exactly what the fuck we should be doing. I don't get it.
But I'll say this. I think that Bailey Zapp is doing more with less than Mac Jones would do with what he had. That don't get me wrong, they have a stout defense in New England, so that definitely helps them out. But Zapp has looked poised out there. He doesn't look like a rookie quarterback to me. You know what I mean? So even if we drafted him and we had him sit behind Carr over Stidham, because I'm not a fan of Stidham, I think that Zapp could have been potentially that guy later on down the line. But you guys pretty much, I can go Kenyan Drake. I mean, look, we paid him to leave. And don't get me wrong, he's not had a great season up to this point. But Sunday, he kind of had a coming out party. I'm going to say this. He has to keep going, though. You know what I mean? With Dobbins beat up a little bit, he missed the whole second half this Sunday with that knee. You know what I mean? We all know that he missed the entire season last season, I believe, right?
Yeah.
With his knee. And if that's another situation that you have to keep an eye on, because if he doesn't play moving forward, Kenyan Drake can be that guy for them in the passing game, in the run game. Look, he looked hungry. I'm only saying Kenyan Drake because we're still paying him to play football for another team.
The problem that I have with this level of like it's a level of arrogance that I get from Josh McDaniel that like he's earned something as a head coach in his league, bro. He's running these guys out of here. This guy doesn't fit my system. That guy doesn't fit my system. I thought coaching was about taking the guys that you have and taking their best attributes and making them fit to what you do, instead of because this is a guy who's a talented football player. Like, why would you go out and get rid of this guy and then beyond that, draft three or four or bring in all these running backs? And it's like, bro, you couldn't find any other way to use this draft capital. And look, I love Zeus, man. You know, I think he's going to be a special talent in this league.
Definitely.
But to see what Tariq Woolen is doing right now, when you already had Kenyan Drake on the roster, you already got Josh Jacobs on the roster, and now Josh Jacobs is motherfucking destroying shit right now.
Yeah.
He's destroying shit right now. So what was the purpose of that?
Bro, Seattle
right now.
And Kobe Bryant's killing it up there in Seattle as well. I'll say this. I'm still happy with we talked about this the other day with Dylan Parham. I love getting him in the third. I think that he's going to be a steal moving forward. I think he can have Pro Bowl ability, potentially even more than that. If he keeps grinding it out like he is. I'm a huge fan of him. But me personally, bro, to take a running back in the fourth, even though I like Zeus, I feel like, what the fuck? And don't get me wrong, when it happened, we were all excited. Like, oh shit, okay, because we were already talking about.
I wasn't.
Well, you weren't, but a few of us were like, that's dope. But we'll say this. I thought it was cool because we spent all off season talking about potentially moving Josh Jacobs or Kenyan Drake being this big part of this offense now, right? Like he's going to be this guy that's going to be like their James
White. He's going to be James White on steroids. That's what I said. Yes,
bro. And so when we got him, it was like, oh shit, okay. Well, I like Zeus. We know he had the 2 torn ACLs, young in his young career, younger. You know what I mean? But bro, like Tariq Woolen's on the board. Like that's a guy that you could potentially bring in to be a cornerstone of your defense. And now look what he's doing with Seattle. And he has the frame. He's fast. Like he's not going to be one of these guys that it's a boom or bust product. Like he just looks sound. He looks like a sound football player to me up to this point. It's still early.
It's crazy, man. It's looking like Josh McDaniels is gonna be some fucking scrub.
Shout out to Ruben. Who would y'all choose? Bryce Hall. I know the Jets are trying to shop him right now, or William Jackson. Feel like we could extend Hall for cheap, but Williams more proven. Hall is younger. I think he's only 24 years old.
Yep.
So he's the cheaper. He's the cheaper option, and I think he has more promise. I think William Jackson up to this point has already played the best football of his career. But I take either one of them.
Bryce Hall,
to be honest.
sure.
Yeah,
but
Bryce Hall, like your life depending on
Bryce Hall too.
Pay him a lot. You don't have to pay him a lot.
Well,
he has a higher ceiling.
There was outside of fucking Verone McKinley, Do you remember my top 2 guys in the
Oh
draft?
no. Wait,
Abraham Lucas.
Wasted said it.
Abraham Lucas, brother. Yo, I said
I
Andy
was
hit that nail on the fucking head.
Hold on. When did he go in the draft?
Like
Abe
third
Lucas went
round.
early,
They
bro.
got
He went early.
It don't matter. At that point, we were. I think we didn't even draft yet at that point.
No, we got Dylan Parham and then he was drafted. But there was 2 guys. There was 2 guys. But Dylan Parham, that was a hit. That was a hit. Dylan Parham's a hit. But there was 2 guys.
Shout out to Omar.
Abraham Lucas and Brian Asamoah.
But what's he looking like out there in Minnesota?
Linebacker.
Is he looking good in Minnesota?
He's okay. He's not their primary starting linebacker though. They still got Michael Kendrick.
But he has to put some weight on. He's a little undersized. He can move. I was a big Brian Asamoah guy as well. But Abraham Lucas is an animal.
Yeah,
he's an animal. He's looking to be like a guy probably next year is going to be a Pro Bowl player.
That Minnesota defense is like number 9 right now too. So I see why he's not starting. Like that defense is already killing shit.
Yeah. Like, this is what I was saying, right? Like, if necessary, pause. But everybody in the NFL is big. Like everybody has that frame. So what sets them apart at that point is the technique. How polished and how far along are you with your technique? Abraham Lucas, I said it. He is the most polished and he has the best technique in the entire draft of every offensive tackle. And shout out to my guy Sanjeet. This is where I was going. He asked me who was my number 1 tackle in terms of technique. I said Abraham Lucas. And he said that he didn't have Abraham Lucas in the top 10. And my guy Sanjeet loves the offensive lineman. He gave me some good names. He hit on a bunch of them as well. But
you guys are both former offensive linemen. I know those.
When you talking about the NFL, you have the fucking Trent Browns and the I don't know, what was the dude that we just had? The super big fucking dude with all the piercings on his face.
Bam.
Yeah, Bam Olaseni.
So you have those guys in the NFL, right? They make it because of how big they are and they get their chance. Why is Bam not on the roster? His technique is horrible, right? Like, It took Trent Brown 6 years to get to that point. You look at Abraham Lucas, cool. You want to say that he's undersized for a tackle? But guess what, motherfucker? This dude is balling out. Technique is flawless. It is what it is, bro. It is what it is.
Yo, real quick, Hammer. What was we calling Bam Olaseni? We was calling him Menelik Watson Light. What was we calling him?
I was calling him Kamala.
Yeah, he was called the Ugandan Giant.
He can't get a job in the NFL. WWE will have a contract for him very soon.
The Ugandan Giant Junior and shit, yo.
Crazy.
He could be a tag team partner with Omos or whatever the fuck his name is.
Oh, hell yeah, yo. The Nigerian nightmares.
Shout out he says, if Bailey Zapp becomes an elite Patriots, they have an eye for QBs. Also, we must draft Hooker like your life depends on in the 3rd round. I like him. You know what I mean? My guy is still out of Kentucky, though. You know what I mean? But I like Hooker. That's the Tennessee quarterback, I believe, right?
Yeah. The only thing about him, bro, is that, you know, he's athletic. The only thing, he's a little raw, though, the kid from Tennessee, man. Yeah. He's a little raw, and I got to see more from him. But I don't want to put the cart before the horse. The only thing about us that I'm really concerned about going forward is the fact that I think the nation feels like we've landed our safety of the future in Trayvon Moehrig. And I don't think so. I'm gonna go out there and I'm gonna say something. I'm gonna agree with my brother Kenny, man.
We going back to this, huh?
Yeah, I am. I'm gonna do it. Look, man, after that game with the Chiefs, man, I'm worried about him. I don't see it, man. Like everybody else is talking about, oh, he's so great. I don't fucking see it, man. He was getting cooked. You know what I'm saying? I don't see anything that jumps off the screen in me to why he's so great.
Hey,
Ramsey, he might be a great guy and all of that, but I don't fucking see it, bro. I don't
see it. Ramsey got the same way.
You know I had Holland in the 1st round, Q, and people thought I was high.
That shit hurt my heart that we didn't fucking get Holland, man.
Hey, I'm gonna be honest. Although I agree that he had a bad game, bro, whoever you think the best cornerback in the fucking league is right now would have got did the same way by fucking Kelsey, bro.
That
No,
draft,
I'm not saying corner. I'm talking about safety, right?
That
And
draft
I know,
class,
he was
Colin was better.
one-on-one. He was one-on-one 65 snaps with fucking Kelsey. Any fucking DB in the league is getting done the same way, if not worse, maybe more yards. Like,
so, all right, so let me ask you a question, right? So
I don't
if
think
you
he had a
take,
good game. We know he didn't have a good game,
bro,
I don't think we don't have our
so
20.
if you put him with Derwin James, right? You think Derwin James getting done like that?
Yeah,
Didn't Derwin James
65
spine Buster Kelsey 2
one-on-one,
weeks ago?
65 one-on-ones. Yeah,
Physically, bro, physically.
on top of
I
that,
just
Derwin
I don't see that happening to Derwin James, bro. Like I feel like physically that he got dominated physically, bro. I think that Kelsey would beat him with finesse and route running and things like that, but I just feel like dude is getting dominated physically at safety.
But how can we say that if one of them was a blown coverage and the other one was a rub route?
No, I get that. I'm just talking about it. He doesn't look like he matches up well with the guy, and that's not the only game. Look,
hey, Chief Rock once said, "Bring Eric Harris back. He's the only one that can hold him." This is fact.
That's
Talk
funny
that
as hell.
shit.
Go Eric Harris.
Andy.
This is just to the naked eye, man. This is no analysis. This is not me really breaking it down to the bare bones. I'm just talking about physically, bro. When I watch Derwin James guard Travis Kelsey, bro, it looks different. You know what I'm saying? And the thing about it is with Trayvon Moehrig, bro, I don't see anything about it's nothing about him that just looks special to me. I haven't seen him make a play all fucking season.
But that was his second game.
Bro, I'm just saying.
Game of the season,
even last year, no fuck. Like he didn't. What did he really do?
Last year, nobody really tried to test him. Last year, nobody really tried to test him.
Bro, man. I'm watching other safeties in football, bro. Dudes are picking the ball off, doing all kinds of special shit, bro. Like I've seen some special safeties in football throughout my time watching football. Yeah, I don't see that from him, bro. Okay, I don't see it.
Let's do this. Let's do this because I want to have a debate show one of these days soon.
Isaiah Simmons got fucking benched. This dude's probably the most physical freak there is in the NFL. You would expect him to be able to fucking guard Travis Kelsey one-on-one. He got smoked by Kelsey.
But he's a fucking tweener, bro. He could be a linebacker
but that's what fucking Derwin is.
Yeah, but Derwin, bro,
he's just a fucking demon. But it's like if you ask any fucking DB in the NFL to come off of an injury and play one-on-one 60 to 65 snaps with Kelsey, bro, they're gonna get done fucking dirty.
Do you think Minkah Fitzpatrick gets done like that?
Yes.
I don't know about that, brother.
One-on-one, the NFL football right now is in favor of the fucking receiver or the offensive player. You're saying that he has to go one-on-one with the best tight end in football? Like, dog.
Bro, and that's not the metric that I'm using. I don't see, like, bro, from last year to now, just name one thing that you see from him to where I can say that, yo, he's the future.
2 different schemes, bro. He played in a completely different
position. I know that he played in that fence post cover 3. So to be quite honest with you, yeah, but this is what I'm saying. Now that he's not, I feel like he's getting exposed.
All right, let's do this, y'all. Let's get back to the oofs. Let's just say this. Let's be patient with Moehrig. It's year 2. He's only played about 2 games. Let's cut him a little slack.
Moehrig is this fucking guy like some people think he is.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Motherfuckers acting like this dude is gonna be the next Charles Woodson.
No. We were definitely excited about bringing him in, and you know, and look, I'm still there, but he hasn't showed me enough. It's year 2. Let's see if he gets his shit together. Sure. Real quick, 2 oofs for you guys, and tell me if you guys agree with me, and then we're gonna get to the supers.
Tim Settle.
Oh, I like that. No.
That Bills D line is
hiring McMahon as our special teams and not picking up Josh Jacobs' 5th-year option at this point.
No, the 5th year on Jacobs isn't an oof.
I think it is. I'd rather have fucking picked up his 5th than fucking give Waller an extension.
Yeah, pay him anyways.
Shout out to Primos. Go ahead, Eddie.
No, I'm like with the Jacobs 5th year option, you'll be able to you don't have as much control with the terms, but if you make your own contract, and on top of that, let's be honest. After last season, yeah, he put up 5 games together at the end of the year. But we needed to see a performance like this to really say, okay, this guy, like he's cooking right now. You know, like I feel like we needed to see this, and this is probably exactly what Wasted saw that we didn't see with Waller. We needed to see something like this.
Yeah.
The only difference is that we saw it from Jacobs at the end of the year, and we were still more hesitant than Waller. We were like, nah.
I'm still hesitant on Josh Jacobs, but at least I know how he's playing out of his mind right now. At least in the back of my mind, knowing we have another year under control of his contract, that makes me a little more comfortable. Because right now, not having Zeus out there, I'm questioning. It's just like, damn, bro, like, can he get 10 reps a game? I mean, can he get 5 to 7 reps a game? Like, where the fuck is Zeus? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just weird to me. Shout out to Primos. They were more focused on outscoring teams. Kansas City, the Chargers, Denver. That's why they put up all that money in draft capital to the offense. Was funny. All that for the 25th ranked red zone offense. And you know what's crazy, Primos? I said this yesterday on my show, and I don't know if you guys agree with me on this, but I said, if you put all your money on your offensive side of the ball, then your offense should win you games. That's it. Simple to play. If all your money is directed to the offense, they need to go out there and win games for you.
Exactly what I said as well.
Yeah,
that's what I was saying. It's like people want to talk about the defense, but with the money that we spent on offense, with the money that we've invested on the defense, it's completely lopsided. If anything, I know maybe some of us wanted more from Patrick Graham's defense. That fucking defense is overperformed with what he's been given. If I'm being honest with you.
Go ahead, Wasted.
No, that's the reason why I fucking get upset when people are like, well, what about the defense? What the fuck about it? Yeah. You're talking about you talking about a 70-30 ratio in money.
Yeah.
You got fucking former Pro Bowlers and guys with big contracts all up and down the offense. I guarantee you, when you look in the parking lot, the Ferraris and the Bentleys and the fucking Rangers and shit are all motherfuckers who play on the offense. And guys that are rolling in Toyota Priuses play on the defense. So I don't want to hear shit about the defense not pulling their weight. It's time for the offense to win games. And the fact that in some of these games, like I remember in that Arizona game, people are like, well, the defense, I'm like, yo, they were on the field for fucking a whole fourth quarter and they got them the ball back 4 fucking times. What you want them to do?
Yeah, like, come on, dog.
No, not even that. A few of those losses, we had the ball last and we could have won the game.
You understand? Tennessee. I mean, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck is going on? People are crazy, bro.
That's exactly what I said.
Detail, my brother. Go ahead.
That's exactly what I was saying in the last video I put up today. It was like, with what our defense has done, your coaches needs to understand clock management, situational football. The motherfucker's been coaching for 20 plus years. Come on, bro. Like it just comes down to that. Like sometimes football is very, very, very complicated, but sometimes football is a game that children play as well. So you don't have to overcomplicate it, bro. So, like, at the end of the day, why go for a fucking onside kick? At the end of the day, why go for a deep shot when you're on your last play of the game? At the end of the day, why fucking come out of half 3 games in a row and fucking pass the ball 4 times? Right. There's no explanation for all of those things when you just fucking dumb it down and look at the basics of football. You're up by 17 points. There's no need to go down the field in 20 seconds and put up a touchdown. You take the clock off, you keep their best players off the field, and you run that clock down. Like, that's what I'm saying. Any fucking person can understand that. Someone who's played football for 50 years, somebody who's never played it. It's not fucking hard. Like, I don't understand it. But
Josh McDaniels reminds me of a guy who buys a beautiful home and goes into it and says, you know what? I want to improve it. I want to start a home renovation, and never fucking finishes it. He keeps going and going and knocking walls down and adding shit and fucking it up. And then before you know it, he has a $500,000 home and turns into a $500,000 piece of shit. He has a Rolls Royce. All he has to do is drive it. And the fucked up thing about the offense that he's running a Ron Earhart offense, bro. A run-centric fucking basic-ass offense, bro. The same offense that Bill Parcells ran. I mean, this is the same offense that Bill Parcells used to win a Super Bowl. He ran on 3rd and like 20.
Yeah.
What the fuck are you doing, bro?
no urgency.
He's coming in trying to reinvent the wheel with all this sabermetric bullshit. Well, on my card it says that you go for 2 here. No, dickhead.
Stop with this analytics bullshit, man. It's
That's
fucking
what I was saying. We already have a
hole.
dumbass. Yeah, we already have a dumbass coach in the division. Where did that go for him last year?
Yeah, Mr. John Madden football, fucking Staley, and now you got 2 dumbasses in the division. Now we got 3, and we only got 1 that's a real coach. And the fucked up thing about it is, like, people are like, I don't see how. Well, the analytics. No, okay. Do I want to play from behind? Do I want to maybe play from ahead, or do I want to be in a situation where, at the very least, I'm tied?
Yeah. Shout out to Giovanni, my brother. Appreciate you, King. As always, my brother.
I don't want to keep beating that shit.
We waiting on it too, brother. Shout out to Primos. We found this stat on our live. Raiders kicked 15 field goals to scoring 11 total touchdowns. With all that money, how are we kicking more field goals than TDs? This is why I get on the offense a lot more than the defense.
Fucking sad, man. One thing that needed to be cleaned up, and it still hasn't been cleaned up, is the fucking red zone. I swear to God, we get in the red zone, we're allergic to the end zone. Anywhere outside of the red zone, we're perfectly fucking good scoring from outside of it. It's a fucking sin.
This is why I feel like it's always one thing or another with us, right? Because I 100% agree, and I'm gonna be honest. The common denominator in that is DC, like is Derek Carr. Like as much as I've defended the motherfucker throughout all these years, let's be honest, right? If your play caller gets you into the red zone, your quarterback at that point should understand how to get the ball into the end zone, right? You got to the red zone, punch the ball in at that point, right? So last year, cool. You had a fucking Rich Bisaccia, doesn't know shit about fucking scoring touchdowns, and you have no really real red zone weapon. Cool. When we do get the ball downfield consistently, you don't fucking get the ball in the end zone. And I get it. You get fucking false starts, then you get unacceptable what is it? When the play clock runs out.
Delay a game.
Delay game,
games, which all comes back to the quarterback, right? I love DC. I think that he could be the quarterback that we fucking finally get our 4th ring with. All this bullshit, right? But at the same time, he's got to fucking want it, right? DC has to be I highly doubt that Josh McDaniels is saying that DC cannot check at the line of scrimmage because we see him do it. Yeah. I would love to just see Derek Carr from time to time when we're in our, situational football moments where he just takes it over, right? Because some of DC's best and worst football that we've seen, so it's kind of devil's advocate, but some of his best football is played in that 2-minute drill, right? Where he can get the ball down the field immediately, or he could do what fucking Graphk calls every now and again. This is where DC throws his pick 6. This is where DC gets his sack fumble, right? So it's one or the other, right? But at the same time, statistically, DC is one of the best in going down the field. He needs to just take over the game, right?
I didn't say it. Andy said it. I didn't say it.
If I'm fucking Derek Carr and I'm going to be honest and I see a fucking red zone defense come out and on one side it looks like they're in a fucking man match because I could tell because I motioned the other side, the fucking receiver around, and I see, oh, damn, Devontae Adams over here with no safety. Boom. Let me throw that bitch over there. It's not fucking hard. We saw him living by that with fucking Aaron Rodgers. It is what it is.
Steve, I remember he used to do that shit with Michael Crabtree. That's the thing I don't
Yeah. I was looking at that video the other day that showed like his 200 passes, like the passing touchdowns. You didn't not notice like how much more of an arm and how much he really fucking threw the fucking ball a hell of a lot harder than he does now.
But people started complaining about that though. People started saying that he throws the ball too hard and all this other bullshit. Motherfucker, catch that bitch.
Look at those first couple of touchdowns. I was like, what the fuck happened to Derek Carr's arm?
He was throwing lasers. Like, come on, man.
Real quick, shout out to Stevie. Questionable moves. Exemption from preseason play when you have a new regime offensively and defensively. Failed to create a humble atmosphere. I said this on the show the other day too, brother. I don't really think that a few possessions in preseason is going to change things. I think this would have been we would have the same problem. I don't think anything that a possession or two, even if you had a possession each game, I don't think it wouldn't have changed anything. I think this team is this team for a reason, and it is what it is.
He said it himself. We learned that.
I vehemently disagree, man. If you look at the one guy on this offense who's firing all cylinders, who's the one guy who played in preseason?
Jacobs.
Yep. And who's the one guy who came game ready? Who's the one guy who came out here and knew that he had to earn his spot? It's Josh Jacobs. That level of comfortability, that level of, the chip and dip commercials, motherfuckers riding around playing Top Golf, acting like they've already arrived. That shit permeated through this offense. And this is why we're where we're at. Motherfuckers thought that they had it made. We already made the team. We started. We the guys. We cool. We Gucci. Nah, bro. Some of these motherfuckers needed to have their asses out there and feel that level of pressure.
Okay, okay. So, who?
I definitely feel. I feel like everybody in the offensive line. I feel like Colton Miller should have felt that. I feel like Darren Waller should have had his punk ass out there. I feel like they should have never gave him a fucking contract. I feel like fucking Mac Hollins should have been playing.
You're fucking right, God.
I'm not talking about that, bro. Look. I feel, and then look, Mac Hollins been balling. I feel like Mac Hollins should have felt some of that.
He
felt
did.
like motherfucking.
He did play.
He
played, but I think he should have played a little more.
Hey,
he didn't play
Nate Haas played a lot in preseason too.
Yeah, Nate, not on the defense. They made them guys play way too much, right? I feel like, I feel like Derek should have played a little bit because motherfuckers are like, oh, well, he's rusty. Well, then get your ass out there and run the offense.
Okay, I can agree with you, but I also have to look at the other side of it. What if you go out and get Devontae Adams? You go and get all these pieces around you. Go get Chandler Jones. We're thinking he's going to be the old Chandler Jones. And you throw DC out there and he tears his fucking ACL. Then what? Then what the fuck? We're going into week one with
But see, if was a fifth, we'd all be drunk, right? You got guys around the league.
But you have to use that same analogy for yourself on this one, brother.
Yeah, but see, no, that you got guys in the league. Patrick Mahomes is running. Patrick Mahomes played the preseason, bro. Josh Allen is playing in the preseason. Yeah. Patrick Mahomes is playing in the preseason. Yeah. Aaron played in the preseason.
Tom Brady.
Why the fuck can't Derek Carr? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that's the thing. They've been treating this dude like a spoiled pussy his whole career. I get tired of that shit, man. Like this
somebody
dude,
clip that.
No, I'm saying, man. This motherfucker, like, he ain't won nothing. Get your punk ass out there and play.
We have
to
say
you tear your ACL and fuck that then. Go get somebody else.
I have to say this, okay? And I'm not gonna, this is not me. Mahomes has a whole ton of new weapons, right?
They're not weapons.
Well, I'm just saying, a bunch of new receivers. He wanted to get out there, kind of get rocking with him. Most of those guys have never played it down with him. I get we got Hollins. I get we got Devontae. DC and Devontae practice. They know each other very well. Josh Allen got some. Well, did he get some new weapons? No, he got Gabe Davis. He still got Gabe. He still had Diggs. But
everybody knew.
Okay, so nobody knew. So you got that one right there, Waston. Brady got some guys over there. Julio, Gage. They got some other dudes down there, right? So maybe these guys are coming in to try to get shit pumping. I'm not making any excuses. I understand where you're coming from, but I think at the end of the day, like you said Josh McDaniels runs the same offense that Bill Belichick did, right? So to me personally, because we always hear how intricate this offense is, to me it don't look like that. Nope. I felt like Gruden's offense was so one false move and your route was totally off, right? That's an intricate offense. That's some shit where it's like if you make one false move, you just fucked off the whole play. I don't see that with this O. So go ahead.
But then the same people will tell you, well, they're off to a slow start. It's a new offense. Then people will be like, "Oh,
I'm not going to say that." These
guys, I know you're not, but I'm just saying.
These guys are too talented to be 1-4, bro. There's no fucking excuse.
But I'm playing devil's advocate, and then people will be like, "Oh, well, he can't call audibles at the long." I'm like, give me a fucking. That's like telling a boxer that a trainer will tell him go in the ring, you can only use your right hand. That's not fucking true. Yeah. No quarterback cannot make calls at the line of scrimmage. That is bullshit. Bullshit, bro. Like, so my thing is that what makes Derek Carr,
bro, high school quarterbacks change the play at the fucking line of scrimmage,
exactly, bro. So, yo, bro, we can look up and down the league. Motherfuckers like Lamar Jackson and shit's playing in preseason. the fuck out of here, bro. Like, yo, these guys should have played a little bit, bro.
Who?
It's like, come on, dog.
Not this year.
All right,
Yeah,
I like this. We got to continue this debate at some point because I want to talk about the preseason versus because like you said, well, Tom Brady and them are struggling. They're 3-3. A-Rod and them are struggling. They're 3-3. They should be 1-5, to be honest. But Josh Allen and Mahomes are still running the fucking league. So I get it. I totally understand it. Shout out to Alexander. I want to hear from each of y'all. If we have a 1 through 5 pick next year in the draft, what are y'all doing? I'm gonna start with Hammer. Hammer, go ahead. Yeah, definitely gonna dome myself.
Killing myself.
Yeah, but I'll say this. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. I'm going quarterback. But go ahead, Hammer.
I'm going quarterback. And I'm
Wasted?
probably
Man, you already know I'm going quarterback. I'm picking Uncle Rico. That's it, man. I want a quarterback to throw that fucking the ball clear over those mountains there, Napoleon.
From fucking Iowa to fucking Chicago. Yeah.
Hey, this is what I was saying. Whenever the fuck it was. Look, man, Dave Ziegler. I don't know if this motherfucker had a feeling, but he decided to not give Derek Carr guaranteed money after this season for a reason, bro. Just saying.
Hey, he does have an out, and this is a QB heavy draft, and I think we all agree at this point that we're going with the new and improved. These quarterbacks, they can run now, they can pass now. It's a whole different league now, and you know the traditional pocket passer is cool and all. I know Brady's been successful forever. I know a lot of these other guys, but now we're looking at the Mahomes, the Lamar Jacksons, the Josh Allens of the world. These guys run the league. It's totally different. And if we can go get a guy that can get around with his legs and use his arm, I'm going quarterback. I don't give a fuck who it is, Kentucky. But any other guy, it doesn't matter. Look, go get a quarterback in the future.
Sometimes I wish Derek Carr had the heart of fucking Taylor Heineke.
Fuck. Shout to Primos. People say give time for this offense because the new regime. Wasted just said that. And the new scheme. But Wasted said that in a way where he was laughing. He was laughing about it because it's like, get the fuck out of here. You know what I'm saying? Like nobody wants to hear that shit. But disagree to not start starters in preseason. You start starters for that exact reason. One drive doesn't hurt. Look at the Eagles. 6-0 now, I think, right?
Yeah.
6-0.
And the Eagles are one of 3 teams with the best fucking draft class this past season. The Eagles, the Ravens, and the Jets were the 3 teams that had the best fucking draft too. And look what the Jets are fucking doing.
Bro, hey, what do we say? This is fucking Mount Shillmore. This is why these guys are goats. We talked about this shit at Ahern. We said, Philly and the Jets had 2 ass drafts, bro. And the Chiefs. We were like, they had a really good draft. And look at these guys. All 3 of those teams fucking shining right now. Man. Shout out to Stevie. And one more time, shout out to Primos, man, for all the love, brother. I don't know where this is coming from, what channel. I don't give a shit. Primos, we appreciate you guys, man. Shout out to Stevie. One of our red zone problems is we keep throwing the ball in the end zone. Look at KC. They throw the ball at the 2, and they get the ball in the end zone. I give Jacob 60-40 chance of getting a TD if he gets the ball at the 2. This is Factory Outlet. Shout out to you, Stevie, my brother, man.
You know the crazy thing about that? If we threw the ball at the 2 to our tight end, he won't go forward because he doesn't get yards after he catches the fucking football.
Yeah.
Motherfucker be right on the 2.
I don't give bro. At this point, give Jacob Johnson the ball. I don't give a fuck. Just run that bitch in.
Give it to Foster Moreau. Bro, he'll run it in. Foster Moreau fights for yards after
give it to Mac Howard. Fuck it. Give it to Mac Howard.
I like Mac. Fucking throw it to him. Make him a fucking tight end.
Mac Howard is that 50-50 guy. That's why we fucking got him here, and they're not doing it.
I'm gonna be honest, bro. Wasted would fight for more yards at the 2 than fucking Waller, bro.
Thank you. I would. My old decrepit ass. That's right.
I'm still taking fucking what's his name, Nathan Peterman over Wasted and flag football quarterback.
All day, every day. Wasted is a flag football scrub.
Hey, Graphk, you got scoliosis, motherfucker.
Hey, shout out to 1970. Carr said it in his presser that they should have played in preseason so they could get used to the game speed.
He said that
with each other. I didn't hear that. Hey, Raider for life. Hey, but you my dog. I'm gonna take your word for it. If you said that,
I don't even care to hear it because the funny thing is everybody was on this shit, not us, but the media. Oh, Derek Carr hasn't thrown an interception in training camp. That's a cool story, bro.
Hey, week one, camp. 3 of them things.
Fucking jackasses.
You would have 5 of them really with two fucking fumbles. Shout out to Robert. Could Derek Carr have stopped putting velocity on the ball because he was tired of drops and got used to not throwing it hard? Look,
good quarterbacks don't do that bullshit.
Bro, you got receivers now that is short-handed. Foster ain't dropping shit. Mac Hollins didn't drop shit until last week. Devontae ain't dropped a fucking pass all year long. Put some velocity on the damn ball. I'm so sick of watching our receivers have to stop to catch the goddamn ball. Please catch these receivers in stride. Put some sauce on this shit.
Yo, you know what I'm so sick of? I'm so sick of fucking changing the metric. If people say that, yo, dude is, not throwing the ball in the right place, then, maybe the receivers need to be in the right position. If people say that fucking, the offensive line isn't blocking well, then, well, maybe, like, it's always
that narrative gotta go. That narrative gotta go.
Like, bro, I'm getting sick of this shit, bro.
Hey, wasted. We're not even going to waste our time with this because, look, the goalpost is always going to be moved every year for it. We already know how this shit goes.
I'm fucking tired of this shit.
You know what's crazy, though? You know what's crazy, though? That first touchdown, right? Devontae clearly had to slow down to catch that ball. But then that second touchdown Devontae had, he steps up in the pocket, he gets some movement with his feet, and he drops it in a fucking breadbasket behind 2 defenders.
So that was a beautiful pass.
It's like,
bro, no. Carr up to this point has had a top 5 pass this year in the league for sure. That was a beautiful pass.
That shit was disgusting.
Yes.
Then,
Hey,
you just made me hungry talking about bread baskets and shit, though, son.
Hey, O says the chat is saying you stupid. The chat is saying trade QC for a first. That ship long, nobody giving us that. I also like CJ Stroud.
Another thing is really quick. Derek Carr was on like some podcast with like his nephew or some shit, and he said that he was talking about that last play specifically, and he was like it was the exact same coverage as the first touchdown. We had another touchdown if it didn't collide or some shit like that. He said we had another one, but they ran into each other. But I'm being honest, I don't want to hear that shit. Get the fucking first down and bring your fucking top 3 kicker in the end of the game. I don't want to hear that bullshit.
Yeah, man. Yeah, and I don't know why we echoing, bro. It sounds like when fucking Lou Gehrig retired. Today, I feel like the luckiest man on the face of the earth.
Yeah, that shit was terrible. Shout out to Big Time. Why give DA a rookie QB? He could have stayed in Green Bay. Look, man, Big Time. A-Rod is done after this season, bro. Either way, it would. Yeah. I'd rather play with the rookie QB than Jordan Love, brother. It is what it is, bro.
Jordan Love is ass.
Asparagus, for sure.
Yes,
definitely.
So is Justin Fields and so is Trey Lance.
Oh, hey, so is Russell Wilson.
Yeah. I was totally wrong about that one, you guys. You guys can beat me up.
How would you describe Russell Wilson?
40 years old. He ain't winning shit.
How would I describe Russell Wilson?
Scrub.
He's a fucking scrub. Yo, man, he got that coochie juice on his face, bro. He got Sierra coochie all over him. He ain't been right since, bro.
Hey, that motherfucker got 230 million said football.
He's walking around with Sierra in a split like this all day. Shit. Fuck a playbook, man. Hey, I ain't mad at him.
If we miss the playoffs this year, I would not be mad if Derek Carr and Russell Wilson just go start a church together and just leave football completely.
Hey, man.
The facts, bro. They need to.
Go do it.
Fuck it. Why not?
There's nothing wrong with that.
Hammer, give me one more. Can you think of one more oath this offseason?
The fact that we fucking brought back Brandon Parker and Illuminor.
Ooh.
We could have fucking did a lot better. We probably could have had a veteran right tackle. And I'm really sick of seeing Illuminor on the field now.
I think
he's averaging 2 penalties every fucking game.
Oh my God.
Not addressing the right tackle position outside of Mumford, 7th rounder.
Wasted, am I wrong? Like, are you about to kick me off the cliff?
So
No,
crazy,
no, bro. You are fucking absolutely right. I hate Jermaine Illuminor, bro. I want to every time I see Jermaine Illuminor, bro, I want to fucking do like Nancy
Wasted needs some
Kerrigan.
sleep, bro. He needs sleep for
No,
sure.
I'm angry, bro, because that motherfucker. I'm like, yo, why? That's that Josh McDaniels shit. Oh, he played for the Patriots, so maybe that motherfucker might be okay. He sucks.
He loves himself a little Twitter excuse once he fucks up, dog. I hate that shit. I want to sock him in his face.
Hey,
him and Brandon Bolden, they suck, huh?
Oof.
I'm trying to
think. Hey, paying Chandler Jones $50 million. Oof.
I don't even want to get into that.
He's turned the corner.
Because fucking the nation has been on this shit with Chandler Jones and shit. Like, people need to understand that it's not about a fucking stat line for a guy like him and what his responsibility is at the edge. And people are he's not doing shit. He almost got 2 or 3 sacks on fucking Mahomes. He put a lot of pressure on Mahomes.
$50 million, little bro.
Hey,
you need to sack the fucking quarterback.
He's our whole run defense, bro. I'm not mad. We're great against the run because of him, dog. I'm cool on him.
Thank you.
Like my thing is that, yo, fucking Jermaine Illuminor is ass. He's ass, bro.
Hey, you got something against Jermaine, bro?
Yeah.
Fucking hey, Wasted knows him as Maine in real life. There's something going on with this shit.
Hey, Wasted and Jermaine Illuminor
ain't no
hairline
Australian
is
motherfucker named Maine.
He like, hey, I go way back with Maine, bro. He was on some other shit.
Nah, dog. That motherfucker got a cul-de-sac. You don't call nobody with a cul-de-sac, man.
Hey, he must be from like the next town over and shit.
Nah, like, dog. You know what it is with Jermaine Illuminor? It's 2 things. It's 1, him going on social media and making excuses, right? And 2, the fact that, bro, they really sold us on this dude, bro. They could have really went out there and got somebody early in free agency, bro. They really tried to get us with the okie doke. They really told us that, yo, we got this. We good. Yo, Andy, what the fuck was that?
Bro, I just read this super, bro. He said DC couldn't throw a party. Get him out of here.
Bro, but the funnier part is the fucking profile picture.
I know, bro. They're fucking dogs. Shout the stretch, bro. Oh my God, bro. You fucking stupid. Shout out to Primos. When Raiders get a false start or a holding flag, want to bet at 72?
Facts, bro. Like, yo, dude is
Primos, stop giving Wasted a reason to fucking bitch, bro, because he's mad. He's frustrated. He wants to fucking punch somebody right now.
Bro, why y'all trying to make me like I'm the mad rapper of Raider Nation?
Hey,
son.
Hey, Primos. Wasted don't even listen to Jagged Edge because he don't like hearing J.E., y'all. He hates it. He hates it. Like he will not play. Let's Get Married. He won't play any of that shit.
You said got that boy Von Miller.
Oh my God.
Somebody was talking about him earlier, and I'm just like, yeah. He's doing this thing, but he's not even playing.
He would never come here. He talks about how much he's cool with Derek Carr. Like, why don't you bring your bitch ass in and play?
You know what's funny though, bro? Like, Buffalo is treating him how they're supposed to treat him. They got him on a snap count, and he's killing him when he's on the field.
Yep.
Like it's like
he's getting a bag playing on a fucking snap count. This shit is fucking great,
and he's killing it when he's out there. So he'll probably be healthy all fucking year long.
But that Buffalo front 7, I keep stressing it over and over and over again. They're a serious problem, and one of those guys we should fucking have Ed Oliver. Fucking assholes.
I know that's your guy, bro. I know that's your guy. I should have spent that cash on Vaughn. This is facts, Q. 19 said, Docs, check the chat. What's going on, brother? He said, Waste is pulling up on Illuminor like Nation did to Donald Penn after that Washington game.
Come on, man. Why I don't be like that, bro?
Dude, you know how much time and hours we spent making videos in the offseason? I don't even remember who the fuck I wanted anymore.
Bruh. Crazy. I know, but there was one more person.
I know. That's what I was literally looking through all my fucking videos, trying to get a thumbnail. I'm like, who the fuck did I want so bad?
Q, that was one of my ones I was going to say was was not playing Kuntz more.
For sure.
Facts, bro. I want to see the young guy out there more, man. Like, definitely, bro. I agree with you on that, bro. That was one of them I had in my head before fucking Wasted went on the Jermaine Illuminor tour.
Kuntz right now is being utilized the way the Klee was being utilized under Gus Bradley last year.
Facts.
Yeah. Facts, bro. That's crazy. That's crazy. He said, bro, we need to get a TD. He said, dark skinned Jermaine. See what I mean?
What I mean, dark skin Jermaine.
But I feel like there was like a blatant fucking free agent that we're missing, or like a blatant fucking.
There is one right now, and it is.
Well, I wanted Devin Lloyd really bad before we traded away our fucking second round pick. Chad Muma.
Is it a tackle that we missed on?
No, we talked about Abraham Lucas. And
Nah, dog. It was a
my boy that just tore his ace. I think he out for the season.
Bro, Morgan Moses.
Morgan Moses. That was my guy. That was my number one guy in free agency at right tackle.
Was Morgan Moses.
He took that hometown discount on the cheap too.
$5 million, bro.
Tim Settle. I mean, yeah, Andy said Tim Settle already.
He's up in Buffalo too now, right?
Yep, and that fucking dude, their defensive tackle depth is disgusting, bro. They rotate these motherfuckers, and there's no drop off at all.
That's what we should have fucking had.
It's gross.
Darrell Williams at this point, Q has to have like paper mache kneecaps or some shit, bro. Like there's got to be something going on with Williams if he can't get a job at this point. I've seen right tackles and left tackles and everybody guards. He plays inside and out. Get destroyed all this season already early on. There's a lot of job openings out there. For Darrell not to get one, I just something going on with that man.
And they probably got a picture of Darrell Williams smoking crack out of a coconut.
Out of a coconut.
We talked about Tyrann Mathieu a lot.
We did.
The honey badger.
He doesn't look. He looks pretty good down in New Orleans.
He
wanted to be in New Orleans, man.
He got cooked this last.
Yeah, he definitely wanted to go home. Stephon Gilmore was definitely one of them that we should have got. He's balling in Indy.
It ain't Donkey Kong Sue. It ain't that.
He's still out there. But there was definitely somebody else.
The cornerback from Virginia Tech was Jermaine Waller, right?
Yes.
That dude fucking retired a week after he was fucking drafted.
Damn. That motherfucker said, I'm going to get a regular job. Fuck this shit.
Yeah, but the funny thing is, he got the right last name.
Yeah.
They cousins. They both don't like playing football.
You fucking stupid, bro.
I'm really trying to think, bro. Like, I feel like I'm missing one, bro.
Phylon, bro, Darius Phylon is riding an elliptical machine. That means he really can't work out. I see this big motherfucker on Instagram talking about they need to bring me in on a fucking he using a thigh master and shit. The motherfucker is not healthy, bro.
That man ran a 40 in his backyard. It took him 36 and a half minutes to do it, bro. He's not ready to go yet, y'all. I'm trying to tell y'all this right now. That motherfucker, I watched a whole episode of this show, Dynasty, that my wife liked, and came back, and that motherfucker was finishing up the 40-yard in his backyard.
Listen, and listen, his titties went this way, and they went that way. They was like AB and shit. They said, do your dance, titties. Do your dance.
Factory. Now, hey, we coming up on an hour and a half, y'all. I have fun with this. I was thinking, man, it was funny. Remember I told you I took a bunch of notes, and now my notes, bro, like they're cut off. I can't even. I was literally looking at because I had these notes where it was like Bradbury and Tariq Woolen both have outperformed our entire cornerback room thus far. like that's crazy, bro. Like crazy. And Bradbury hammered $7 million, bro.
Roquan Smith.
No,
you could have fucking spent that extension money that we gave to Waller. We could have had Bradbury. We could have put Sue on a 2-year, $15.5 million with 9.5 guaranteed. He would have fucking took that shit.
Wait.
Pay him 9.5 guaranteed though.
Did you see that block that Carson Wentz had on fucking Roquan?
Yo, that shit had me dying.
Oh, fuck.
Dude, Roquan Smith got hold, bro.
They were like, yeah, the fucking commentators were like, yeah, Wentz should be a fullback. He is not a quarterback. I was like, damn.
That's fucked up.
Hey, Adele, I got to tell you this. We better do something in the red zone because even though the Texans are 1-3-1, they're the 4th best defense in the red zone, and they're the 10th best offense in the red zone. So at the end of the day, and we're 25th offensively in the red zone and dead last in the defensively in the red zone. So something has to give against this so-called terrible Texans team.
At the same time, I feel like we're dead last on defense because we've played the Chiefs, which are first, and the fucking Chargers, which are top 10, and fucking Tennessee, where fucking Derrick Henry decided to come back to life. Like, we've had some tough matchups. Yeah. But, yeah, there's no excuse to being dead last, though.
Factory. Shout out to Lee's. I appreciate you on the donation. Real quick, you guys, do me a favor, y'all. If you guys have not yet, subscribe to all my brothers. Raiders Football Talk. I know Andy's on his way. You at 7K now?
Bro, I'm like less than 80 away.
So we're almost come on, man. We at 80 subs, you guys. Go to Raiders Football
80
Talk.
80 petty ass subs, man.
80, y'all. And we got almost 500 people in the building. Go over there and hit that subscribe button. Make sure to get our brother Andy to 7K. Our brother Hammer, man, he's making moves. And he's staying very, very active up there. Make sure you subscribe. What are we getting to? 5-6K now? What are we doing, Hammer?
5K. We're like 930 away from fucking 5K.
There we go. We're trying to get to 5K. Hammer's House on YouTube. Go over there, hit that subscribe button. Also, man, hit that join button. Memberships for all my brothers as well. Raider Nation Unlimited, my brother Wasted Talent. Go over there, hit that subscribe button as well. He's almost to 6K, I believe. Make sure you guys run him up.
Yeah, I'm pretty close. I would say I'm like less than 300 away.
There you go. There you go.
It's 500 of y'all in here. If you are not subscribed to me, God damn it, what are you waiting for, man?
There you go. Talk that shit. Talk that shit.
Damn it. Come on over.
We are back, you guys. We have a football game Sunday. I'm excited. Cali Bread said just subbed. That's what's up, my brother. Make sure you guys check us out. Andy won't be out there. It fucking sucks. But we're trying to do some things out there in New York. I'm going to be with my brother Hammer. I'll be with my brother Wasted from Friday to Monday. I'll be all through New York, Jersey. We're trying to do something after this big W that we get on Sunday. You know what I mean? We're going to be at a Raiders bar. What is it called? Dillon's?
Peter Dillon's.
Peter Dillon's. Midtown, you guys. If you guys are in the New York area or surrounding, come kick it with us. I'm waiting to see if Waste is going to be able to pull up. I know he got some stuff going on. But if you guys can, pull up to Peter Dillon's. It's a Raiders bar in Midtown, New York. Come have a drink with us because this is the last weekend.
Y'all recording that?
Telling y'all right now. Last weekend. It's the last weekend. I'm having drinks, bro. I'm done. Fucking done with this shit, son.
Cap. This is the thing.
Fucking liar.
Hey, wait. So what are y'all doing up there though?
I'm taking my wife for her birthday.
But like, are y'all recording like the
Hammer? That's what I was gonna tell you. I was looking earlier. Find a peer space, bro, or a pod space.
No, but I'm saying, like, are you guys gonna do the? Are you guys just gonna be chilling with the fans while watching the game, like on some chill shit? Or
you just on some fan shit? We on some fan shit. We just do no watch parties.
Like, y'all not recording nothing. So y'all want me to hold down the little watch shit?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Please
I think I got some new subscribers because I'm hearing an alert go off on my fucking computer right now.
There we go. I love it.
You like, Hammer, I love that shit about you, bro. You was the tech genius out this bitch, yo.
Ding, 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 ding.
Yo, Cali Bread, appreciate you. Yeah, this shit I had Streamlabs.
Yeah, what you mean by that? Not a regular YouTuber. What you mean by that, bro?
What you mean by that?
Yeah, I saw that shit. He had that little slide bullshit talking about some green car. Fuck you, man.
What you mean by that, bro?
It's a citizen, man. Fuck out of here.
Hey, man.
Bitch ass.
Yeah.
New Bass Pro Shops hat every day.
We need to get all our rookies some burns. Shout out to 1970. I do want to see Zeus out there. Parham is already active. Britton Brown has not been active damn near for one game. I ain't seen one rep from him. I ain't
seen this joint yet.
Mumford's been getting some burn at right tackle. Matthew Butler, I'm thinking you're talking about our two DTs. And I'm definitely waiting to see. I know Neil Farrell got some burn last week, but I want to see both those guys out there active. But with that being said, you guys, I'll be back probably, if not tomorrow, Thursday. Oh, you know what? I'll be back tomorrow. We're doing the blackout party tomorrow, you guys. So stay tuned for that. I'll be live with Cody, Samoan Raider, and who else? Kenny King Jr., my brothers. We'll be doing a blackout party tomorrow, you guys. So pull up. If you guys are in the Vegas area, Illuminarium, there's a big blackout party Saturday. This is going to be the only one that I'm missing, you guys. But make sure you show up and show out for my bros. The blackout party is about to be lit. Illuminarium in Las Vegas, and then the party bus the next day too, if you guys want to rock. Other than that, man, I'm gonna get me some sleep. Shout out to my brothers that pulled up. What the fuck did Hammer just do?
Hey,
yo, you see what he be? Yo, you see how he be doing? What racist bastard? What are you talking about?
Yo, what the fuck just happened?
What happened? What are they talking about?
Bro, Hammer turned around. They called Hammer racist, bro. That's crazy.
He turned around. He said, "Hey, bro, that shit is hella random, bro. What
like,
the
why would I want to look at this motherfucker's hoodie, bro? Like, what
bro, that motherfucker was like this.
Hammer's setup is pretty tight.
Oh shit, bro.
Yo, Hammer like Bruce Wayne and shit, yo. He's like,
that shit is fucking hilarious. Look at this shit, bro. Oh yeah, I got to get my camera game together, bro. This is some bullshit.
Yeah, I'm not doing that.
Hey, Hammer got more angles than Jonathan Abram.
Yo, they said, why's Hammer showing his cheeks, bro?
Here we go.
They're talking about the guy that said something about Andy and his green.
I know what Raider Paul's talking about. I'm gonna leave it at that. I know what you're talking about, Paul.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I know. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not going that route. But shout out to my brother Raider Paul. Other than that, you guys have a blessed night. Wipe them feet on the way out. Hit them thumbs up and subscribe to my guys, man. We outro, man. One.